This was without a doubt the most outrageous display of wealth in history. A billionaire had a sky pool built on the 16th floor of a high-rise building. The pool was constructed from 3 panes of glass, with air gaps in between to increase strength. He spent $30 million just so he could swim for half an hour every night, but little did he know, this bold design would attract the attention of his enemy, Charlie. After a careful analysis of the pool's structure, Charlie discovered a fatal flaw. He designed a special air depressurizer and secretly connected it to the sky pool's air duct. While the billionaire was enjoying his nightly swim, Charlie snuck in unnoticed. He pressed a button on the remote control, and the air between the glass panels began to decompress. The pool held 150 tons of water, and the glass quickly cracked and began to collapse before his eyes. It turned out the billionaire was a terrorist. He and his organization had been planning a massive attack in London. Charlie's wife had been on a business trip there and was captured by the group. Tragically, she was killed as a hostage. Devastated by the news, Charlie vowed to avenge her with his own hands. But Charlie was just a mild-mannered codebreaker. He had never even touched a gun. How could he possibly fight such ruthless criminals? After long and careful thought, Charlie decided to use his intelligence as a weapon. Leveraging his position in the intelligence agency, he pulled up all the surveillance from the crime scene. Using his decoding skills, he successfully uncovered the identities of 4 terrorists. Their leader was a man named Dix, cruel, cunning, and always one step ahead of the law. Charlie first traveled to Paris and tailed a woman named Gretchen, one of the terrorists responsible for his wife's death. He thoroughly investigated her and discovered the perfect way to take her down. Charlie went to a flower shop and bought every flower in stock. He had learned that Gretchen suffered from asthma and regularly visited the hospital for cardiopulmonary treatment. Charlie disguised himself as a doctor and locked her inside a glass chamber. Then, he disconnected the air hose and inserted one filled with a plastic bag of yellow pollen. As the pollen filled the chamber, Gretchen started coughing violently. Charlie demanded she reveal Dix's whereabouts. She remained stubborn, so Charlie increased the pollen flow. Gasping for breath, Gretchen finally gave in and began to speak. But with the thick glass between them, Charlie couldn't hear a word she was saying. Thinking she was no longer a threat, he opened the chamber door. To his shock, Gretchen lunged at him. She was a fierce fighter. Charlie was no match for her and was quickly overpowered. After knocking him down, she fled the hospital. Charlie had a gun in his hand, but couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger. Then, out of nowhere, a speeding car struck Gretchen, killing her instantly. Charlie picked up her phone and quickly fled the scene.